we have seen variables that can hold integer values. How about variables that can hold real values or floating point kind of values? So to do that, you have to declare the variables using another keyword called float. So you can write float a equals to 3.141596 and b equals to -0.12. Then I can have another variable called sum, which is of type float, and I can write sum equals a plus b and printf sum equals %f comma sum. Remember, %d is for integers, and for floats you can use %f or you can use %g. I'm going to show you the difference between both. So in this case, your sum equals to a plus b, so a plus b is computed, and it turns out to be sum equals 3.021596. And when you hit the printf, it's going to say sum equals to 3.021596. So essentially the value of sum is copied right here when printf is executed. Now for the same program, if I replace %f with %g, your output is going to be the same. Okay, then you might be asking, like, then what's the big difference? Like, then what's the use of having two identifiers for floating points? Supposing if a is 3.14 and b is -0.12, and you do sum equals a plus b, so your sum is going to be 3.02. Now if you use printf with %f, your result that gets displayed on the console is going to be 3.02 followed by 4 zeros. And if you do the same thing with %g, you will get 3.02. So basically, %g is going to remove the excess zeros that are onto the right hand side after the decimal place. So it's going to remove all of these, and you get a much cleaner output. Now there are ways in which you can use %f to display only certain numbers after the decimal place, or certain number of terms after the decimal place. So for example, if you have, let's say, sum equals to 3.14159, so that's 5 decimal. Let's take one more, 6. Now let's say I want to display only the first 3 decimal points. So in this case, what I can write is printf percentile 0.3f comma sum. So in this case, it's going to say sum equals to 3.142. It's going to round off to the nearest order. Now, for example, if I say printf percentile 0.2f comma sum, it's going to display up to the first 2 decimal terms, so that's 3.14. So this is another way in which you can use %f.